Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tenursta Human and welcome back to our Bad North Pike only campaign. You join us today just a few aisles on from our last checkpoint. We're ready to go and grab ourselves a new item and a new unit perhaps. And yes, just to update you on where we are, Bolger and Drudwin over here have just been given their little pike charges. So that's how we've spent our money in between the two episodes here. I think we'll go over to Samson first. We can probably win it with 3, but we might be pushing our luck a little bit. You know what, we're going to do that. We're going to do these both in one turn. And especially as the R island is going to have 4 people actually. So we can actually use 3 here, 3 and then 4 over there. That's fine. We'll deploy these. We'll have Bran still. It's one of our strongest, of course. So we will get on with life with these 3. Now this has worked alright for the last couple islands. 3 pikes is plenty. Just going to give me a bit of time to get ahead of the game once more. And if I'm honest, I could really do with the items, and I think that's what I'm hoping to get out of today's little escapades. Hopefully we can pick up some new items. Some new troops would be grand, but we do 2 philosopher's stones, so basically 2 revives to help us out. So we don't really need to worry too much about the odd death here or there, although it obviously would be good to hold them back as much as possible. We'll see how it goes. I think it's when we start getting the axe throwing Huskels that could start really causing us some problems. We must be due those before too long. And yeah, obviously the brute archers are obviously always going to be the toughest unit, but I think particularly in this campaign we could see that really start to be a problem, because there's not going to be a lot we can do. We can try a pike charge against them, but as we get set up we are going to get charged down to our doom. Look at these basic lads are simple enough to take on for now, and it doesn't seem like they've got too much to threaten us. A few proper swordsmen, but honestly we're not even really throwing Bran in front of the boats at the moment, so I will do that this time, but to be fair there's actually a few of them, so probably best just to do it like this. We'll let him hold his position, albeit it's worth bearing in mind the problem I had last episode with Bran was that he got people on the side of him when he was facing the ones in front, which is, might happen here. Yeah, basically just happened there as well. So whilst he can be head-on against the boat, not when there's several like that. That's a lesson we need to make sure we're very clear on before we make any stupid mistakes in the future. But you know what, he's largely fine. That guy's a bit battered up. But in general we're doing alright. So it doesn't seem like we've got too many boats coming on this particular round. Oh yes. We suddenly have a few units coming in different positions, and that could cause problems with these brutes. But I think we are going to be fine. Yeah, I was actually moving these out of position to potentially plunge into them, but nope, they were absolutely fine. We cleared them out, and it's actually a decent amount of money. 7 isn't too shabby. And yeah, as ever, not too many issues at this stage. Item, Ring of Command. All right, always useful, but again, not the warhammer, the bomb of the mines that I really want. We'll certainly take that. That's going to help us out as we move forward. Svinoi, nice easy one to get some monies from. So perhaps we'll go there with our few men. In the meantime, 9. You know what? We'll save up. We'll aim up for some of the big elite upgrades here today. We might take, yeah, we'll take the 3 units to Svinoi and we'll take the full force over to Sheep Isle. See what our chances are from there. We have another little island dealt with. We have plenty of money in the kitty, and I think Bran up to a full elite pikeman. Oh, that's what we want to see. So we've now got Bran up to full level here, and that is going to help us out an awful lot. Back to 1 coin, but that's fine. We can head on to Sheep Isle over here. We've got ourselves, aha, another pikeman. Hunas, marvellous. Now I think that's supposed to be for Giant Commander, but I'm not 100% sure on that. We will deploy. I don't think we have any other options because they're all fatigued from the last battle. Let's get ourselves deployed. And in general, it's a phenomenal pike island. But we will go and defend. Yeah, so how do they look compared to ours? I'm not actually sure what you are doing, or do you just have, I don't know. We'll find out what their ability is in a moment because I'm not actually 100% sure. So let's send all of you down here, and we'll be absolutely fine. I've got, you're the new one. I've got Elwyn here as well as Patton. Okay, that's fine. That's fine by me. We'll just get you into those positions. Actually, they look like they were going to go over here anyway. Might actually push them back slightly. It's not too much of a problem. Yeah, they seem to be able to deal with that. No problems. And this is literally the only way onto the island, so we'll get all of them down here. This house is actually quite defendable, simply because we can do this the whole time. Yeah, we'll just do this. And they can't do an awful lot to us, actually. We stay in this sort of position. They will, of course, do that, which is a problem. But if someone takes the hit and doesn't die, there weren't enough of them there, then not really a problem. I don't know why I did that. I really needed you to pike charge, and you're the wrong one to do it. Pike charge this way. There we go. Sometimes if you get yourself a bit muddled up, you can recover your formation with a pike charge, which I always think is a good idea. So we'll just swap those two around, and we will get ourselves ready for a new charge. I think that might be the best way of dealing with this particular situation. The weather's really gone. Yeah, the weather isn't good. Let's say that. Let's just say that. I'm just going to pike charge again because I think that's the best way of doing it. There, caught them out a little bit. We didn't quite get that perfect. But not too much of an issue there. Can't really complain. We are largely holding them off here. It's just a little bit awkward. Yeah, the axe throw is really that broke us apart there. Need to just be careful about those coming forward. Height normally protects you fairly well against the axe throwing Huskarls, so I need to remember that. They're going straight for the hill, are they? Go here. They don't. Nope, they're not happy. They got themselves very muddled up. Okay, and yeah, the weather just gets more and more miserable. We are truly in the Scandinavian winter at this point, I think. But I think we're better hold off without too many problems. We will. Yeah. Oh, actually, I was going to say they've just about missed, but they haven't. They just throwing them nice and high up for us. We'll just let them poke themselves to death. And we're largely there. Just a huge pile of basic lads at this stage. And yeah, this is the bit that catches me out on hard when you just get this huge amount of troops. It's not, I can deal with all the different styles of troops, but I think it's when you get all that variety that suddenly makes you panic. Right, I'm going to let them just about land, and we are going to do a pike charge in 3, 2, 1, and 0. That's how you do it. Oh, that was lovely. Achievement, Night Watch, a night battle, I assume, but it seems odd because I feel like I've done one before. But there we are. Got yourself another little achievement. I think there's only a couple more. Yeah, popular. So popular is that just means he's got an extra man in the army. Yeah, I'm not sure how good that really is. I mean, it's better than 9, but is 10 really much better? Especially for pikes. It's probably the least useful thing for pikes. I say that. I said that before with Ring of Command. It probably isn't because I feel like the weight of the people is probably quite important. Now, we have various items here. Obviously, you have yourself the little war horn. And that's great. Now, if I can hold on to these items and just hold back on them, I might well do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give Dridwin. You've got yourself the sharp weapons, which makes you a little bit vulnerable and risky at times. I'm just going to give you that because at least we do get 1 extra coin. So that is, you know, it's certainly useful. These two are obviously auxiliary items that are consumable. We can use those up when we need it. And the Ring of Command. I'm going to hold on to the Ring of Command for now because obviously Elwyn needs to have it herself or himself or whatever itself. Some sort of thing like you know, some sort of item that is particularly ideal for it. Obviously, the Ring of Command is not going to make good use with Elwyn's ability. Deirdre doesn't have any abilities, so I'm just going to hold off with that. Paton, quicker replenishment, doesn't really help because, you know, this ends up making the time take longer. It does, I mean, it will obviously feed into it, but it's not going to be worth it. Then we have Bolga and Henwas over here. Already has a bigger size, so we could have the largest possible size unit by giving it the Ring of Command as well. But no, I want Ring of Command ideally to be for someone else. I'd like fleet-footed if I can grab that at some point to go with the mines. They can skid across and place them. Bombs or the Warhammer is probably going to be Elwyn. Actually, no, bombs. So +1 ability use. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to think about that when we get our options appear. But certainly, I'm just going to hold off for that for now. Now, we have Lundy over here. Flat Island. Somewhat suicidal. But you know what? I'm kind of smashing through all these islands. I wish I'd just done them all now. I kind of wish I was doing a take all the islands campaign as well as Pike only. That might be a bit suicidal later on. But I think actually it looks pretty doable. Lundy over here. Tons and tons of money. So we're going to go and grab this nice and early on. We will probably take as much as possible. I'm going to leave Druidwin out. And who do I want to bring in instead? Probably Elwyn, because if we're on a flat island, I want my strongest units to be with me for this. So that's probably... I haven't given Hinwas the charge yet. So, yeah, I think these are probably my best for the time being. So let's go in with these four. This could be problematic. If we need to run away, we will. Obviously, flat islands. Flat open islands are a specific problem for us. Oh, yes, there are archers coming in, which gives us less place to hide. So we're going to do the really cowardly thing now and just kind of hide away from archers. What we need to do with archers is get on top of them. We still need to get the items for them, generally. You can use the pike charge, but it's going to be a really awkward way of getting rid of them. So we're going to let them come in and try and pick them off. Right, well, we'll just see that they're already getting good shots on us here. Pike charge! And that will do for them. And they're still just having a free go at us, so we'll charge through them. But you can see, just getting lined up, we lost 3 of our men just doing that. So Deirdre might as well just replenish. That's 2 pike charges used up. This is a much better situation because you can just go and block that off yourself. And although those the axe throwing Huskar lads. So yeah, we've got to just bear that in mind as well. We're going to have problems. We're going to have problems. No one else coming right now. Okay, that's... Yeah, we've taken the hit there, but that is perfect because you can at least call your war horn as soon as we need you to. Minimal archers is what I'm wanting here. They're taking their time to die, but they will go down. You're just a normal swordsman, so we can just leave you here. Blow your war horn. Just refill your ranks. The basic troops can just get pinned in the corner here. We should, by this point, start to get all of our pike charges back. I'm going to get you replenished in the house as well. Good old Bran will take care of them without any fuss. And we will continue to just skit around the island. Yeah, fleet-footed is going to be quite a good one for us. If we can pick up... Is it normally Lindy who has that? We want that one. It's going to give us a really good opportunity to be able to place mines around, and obviously the quicker you can get around, the quicker you can get yourself settled in formation, so we obviously want that as a key part of our strategy as we move forward. I'm a little bit too close in here. Some brutes. Brutes don't really worry me too much because they're a bit they're kind of a bit one-dimensional. We can take those out without too many problems. As long as there aren't archers, I can just know I have my pike charges in reserve, which is marvellous. Here they come. And no, they're not going to cause any problems, are they? What we've got now, though, is a huge pile of men, which is possibly a good time for us to line up pike charges. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to get some of you lined up in the best position possible. Archers on that side. Okay, he's behind a house. Just pull back. And they're going to shoot at the house as well. It's fine. And we need you to swing in there now. You to get there now. And charge him. And you charge him. Good old squeeze of the pikes there. And they are dealt with. That's a good manoeuvre. Good manoeuvre, lads. I'm enjoying that. This is good. We're not completely incompetent. Okay, marvellous. These guys are just going to be pinned completely into this position, and we can hopefully just make sure that we are covered elsewhere on the map Yeah, of course, Bran can take the landing, but it's probably best for him just to move out of there anyway. Oh, and you're doing the stupid thing, you've walked through them. Okay, sheer numbers can be a problem, but they weren't there. Whew. Right, that's a lot of monies. Hopefully you can get up another elite unit with that. 12 in the bag. And obviously a few archers dealt with, but we're seeing the great use of pike chargers here, and in the open space, pulling out and charging into where they're going to be is going to be a key tactic for us, I think. So we've still got 3 men left to fight. Can we take on Grassholm without them? Probably not with the Axemen. That's probably just a bit unnecessarily risky. So we'll leave that for the moment. We'll go straight on. We are really far ahead, so we'll use 4 units for Grassholm just to be sensible. There's another checkpoint there, or at least it looks like one. And yeah, we'll use all 4, but I'm not too worried about using the best of the best here. Let's use Hunes, who's quite new. I think on the original game you only gained experience when you actually were in the battle. I kind of like the fact that they've done it this way. Another miserable rainy day, but they've landed on a particularly worse spot for them. Throwing their axes uphill isn't going to work particularly well, and I can obviously start to pin them in. I could do though with getting some men around the side here, just to make sure that we have this covered. Now these guys can cause us a few issues actually if I'm not careful about it. Grab you, Bran, and come around this side. The axes aren't going to cause some problems, but we are uphill, which means yeah, minimal damage for us. We can get away with that. It's the flat islands where we have lots of Huskarl issues potentially. Bran will be able to fight his way through that. And over here, I think this might be a good position to get a charge in. Are you still fighting, Bran? Get on with it. Thank you. Take him out, why don't you? Get on with your job. So if they come over here, we'll be able, hopefully, to use the old pincer movement on them. I might bring you up to this hill. It works for me. So I'm going to bring them and then forward. You there, and you there. Ooh, I thought you might get it before they threw their axes in, but they just got their axes in on us. Not the end of the world, though. We can just hold on the hill here. Brutes are not a problem if we've got the high ground advantage on them. At least not at the moment, anyway. Big pile of men coming in. We'll hold them in position with Bran, and then we'll get off our chart. Oh, no, we won't, because we don't have any left. Oh, well. You're supposed to be... Okay, whatever. Just let them past you. We'll just kind of get in really awkwardly now. Finish them off. That went well. Bran, you please, over here. Hold off those brutes. I think you have a pike charge. Yes, indeed. You're the one who had it left. And if we need to use the commands, the little cool horn, warhorn, that's the word, we'll use that. And to be honest with you, I think pike charge is going to be a sensible idea about now and into the sea. That's a good position for us there. Yeah, I think more than any other unit, the pike's positioning is so absolutely vital. I suppose because they are a defensive troop. Archers, I mean, I learned to put them at the front to shoot people down, but never quite as pivotal as this. So over to Silhouette, which will be our key town in terms of, well, getting us as a checkpoint. Nowhere else to go. Get an upgrade. Elwyn up to full elite pikeman. That is grand, and Silhouette over here will fall to us soon. We need to get down to Rasay, which looks hellish, but I think we can make it work for us. We've got tactics to deal with the flatlands now, and we are getting to that point where we've got a load of flat islands, so we need to make sure we have tactics for them. So we also have Jeanne, or whatever that's supposed to be, over here with a new unit as well. Desperate for new units, but I could do with someone with fleet-footed. I'd like that in good time. So after Silhouette, hopefully won't have too many issues. Elwyn, of course. We'll grab ourselves Dridwin because it's always nice to have some bonus money. I don't think we'll have too many issues with this. We'll have Deirdre. No problem on that front. Interesting little island here. Now, what I'd like to do, you can pull them up. Fine. Okay. They are... Yeah, alright. I was considering doing a pike charge, but they're going to get themselves stuck in between. That's not actually a problem. But they, yeah, they just got to the ridge, which meant I can pike charge them. On the plus side though, we've got them in a pretty vulnerable position and they're not very happy about it. Come on, kill him. Anytime you want to poke him. No? There we go, thank you Steve. So with that we should be okay to deal with this. Be a little bit worried about the pushback actually with your sharp weapons, but you seem to have got away with that. Over on this side you can block the hill. Huskars can be annoying, but honestly when they come around the corner we will just charge them. That's my plan here. Okay, and you seem to be quite happy doing this job, so I'll leave you to it. They're going to come around here, so we'll just pike charge them imminently. I'll worry about them rather than the brutes, but just keep an eye on it. Pike charge into there, let's go. And that's pushed them. He's on the floor, and we can give him a spike in. Luckily nothing went wrong over there. Is archer time though. So I think, Bran, this is a useful time for you to do your work because you had the war horn and that can help us out in these situations. Now you've got the pike charge, run around that corner, keep yourself safe. Anyone else coming in? Just archers? Just archers. Fine. Get yourself over there now. And yeah, they are in the wrong position. In they go to the... Oh, well, they're bloody doom there. That was a good shot. Oh my. Oh my. Right. Any archers? No. Just normal troops. Where do you want which people then? I want Bran up there. And honestly, everyone else can just be in a cover position. Anyone who's over here is possible to die, so it's not worth charging them. Because if I use the charge, they will get stuck. I guess I can make them flee, but it's not ideal, that. Just hold the hill. There are a few Huskar... No, actually there aren't. Oh, they're just normal shields, so yeah. Choppy, stabby, pokey, and there they go. Plop into the water. A few archers to deal with on this side. I've not had many people coming to attack us over here. This is less ideal, this position, because archers coming over here means they get on top of us. So... what I probably want to do is last moment swing someone down here who's actually got pike charge. You're about to get it back anyway. Okay. Now, they might... Well... Oof. This could be risky. We're going to go for the pike charge. Oh, that's not working. Something went wrong there, and that didn't happen how I wanted it to. Right, next lads. Just get them all. Just get Bran down there and into them, and get the charge off. Just charge. Okay, job done. That was a bit awkward and unnecessarily complicated. Fine, we did the job. That's the main thing. And yeah, you've got your pike charge back. Whatever just happened with it the first time. Blocking there, and we're blocking up here. We shouldn't have any problems then. We've got the old double pikes on both sides. As long as there are minimal archers, we're fine. Please, can we have a bomb or some mine soon? I would really like that. The archers should not be the thing that makes me wet my pants, but I guess that's the reality of pikes in real life. And if anyone's ever watched Lindy Beige, a fantastic channel, he does a lot of discussing how weapons were kind of... Well, how warfare was fought through history. He's very knowledgeable. He does quite a lot of battle reenactments and that sort of thing. And he does a bit of discussion how, you know, obviously spears. He has quite a recent video where he talks about spears, obviously the most common weapon through history. Got our island sorted out there. And yeah, naturally they are one of the, you know, the most common weapon you'll see used through history. And when they use information like this, they are very hard to beat. Of course, missiles are what would shred them apart. So it's natural that I am. You know, it's natural that's the problem I'm finding with them, is dealing with the missile units. But he does a very interesting little experiment on there where he kind of goes through... Ooh, no, let's not do that. Not without the upgrades. He does a very interesting experiment where he sort of sends in swordman versus spearmen time after time. And when it's a one-on-one duel, the swordsman always wins, basically. But when you have it swordsman versus shieldman... or not shieldman, spearman in an actual vague formation. The spearman really should be able to do the job. It's quite an interesting little video. I would recommend him. Up here, Island of Haggle. Got us as a new unit. Trying to think which one this would be at this stage. We do have plenty of men though, so we could go in here with 4 and then go over here with 3. That's probably what I will... Actually, No, we need to go down to Rasay, don't we? Let's send 4 men down here. And then we'll send the 3 here. Go back to these 2. We have plenty of time to do that. Albeit, whilst I'm going to have a little look at the island. Ah, this little beauty. Or at least one a bit like this. Those are recognisable in their shape. Upgrade of 7. I would honestly like you to get pike charge. Thank you. Now you're at least where you should be. So we'll get this one sorted out first. And if I'm honest, I'll keep Dridwin with me. But otherwise, I wouldn't mind taking Elwyn out. I want to keep one of my proper veterans for later, so that's what I will do with you. Let's just go and bring Bulgar in. Haven't seen you for a little while. Let's get on with this. Aha, so the two-handed swordsmen, these chaps, these ones are sort of units that can cause huge damage when they leap into us. Yeah, we need to be very careful about that. How much did you just lose, sir? Enough. Enough to make me a little bit worried. So the brutes are coming in over this side. But they're going to get themselves stuck in a corner. So that's fine by me. Yeah, we need to be very careful, which is partly why you've got the war horn. You can always recover yourself, albeit I'd rather just send you to replenish at the moment. Hence why I had the pike charge set up there, because they can cause some problems. They will smash through you. It's only infantry level 3 that are going to be able to hold against those particular jump attacks. So that is something we really need to bear in mind. We need to go a little bit on the offensive against them. Can't take the risk of my men getting annihilated. And that was that was obviously an elite level an elite level pike who still took a bit of hefty damage there. So unless you're elite infantry, I think I might have just said veteran a moment ago. Yeah, unless you're elite infantry, you are not going to be able to hold against those jump attacks. So we need to bear that very much in mind. Let's get you over here. See, this is a bit annoying because we've actually got... It actually works with disadvantages, kind of particular location, because we now can't... Ooh, yeah, we're going to have to take a hit or two here. Yeah, we can't get off our charge very well in this particular situation, which is where having... Yeah, now we've managed to push them back and stun them, so we need to get in on top of them now, push them down whilst we can. Perfect. So, that was a tough one for a moment there. Yeah, these islands are getting a bit awkward. I actually like the open islands a little bit more than the closed ones, which seems a little bit counterintuitive for pikes. But of course, once they start having the jump attacks with those double-handed swordsmen, and once we start dealing with more range units, like the husk... Oh, wait. Problems! I misread the situation there. We might have a death. No! Well, there we are. That's someone dead. I kind of forgot that they were proper... Yeah, axe throwers there. That was a problem. So, we'll get you in. And we will pike charge. Oh, we can't manage the charge. We might have to just take the hit there. You stay in that position. Get yourselves down here. We are in a bit of a pickle right now. Blow the war horn. You just need to hold off those brutes, please. We've got some big problems here. We really start needing these items to help us out. Panic! Where are we going? Where's our route? You head over here. They are in trouble. You flee onto the boat. Alright, that's 2 men lost. This is a problem. I'm just gonna say flee, everyone. Problems! Everybody flee. And by everybody I mean the 2 of you. That's the wrong button. By that I mean the 2 of you who are left. So we just lost 2 men. Alright, I definitely underestimated this particular situation here. And lack of items is a big problem. We've got obviously the new units here to face. We're facing the 3 toughest units around for this island. And yes, Bulgar and Deirdre dead. You can tell who the weaker ones there were. I made a mistake, obviously. I mixed up my units and forgot those were the axe throwers coming into the spikes there. But even so, you can see... It's a good reminder of how quickly things get out of hand, which they will do in this particular circumstance. So, we can't actually head here at the moment because we haven't actually completed an island either side of it. So what I'm going to say is we're just going to end our turn. Do I want to bring any of these 2 back to life? Honestly, neither of them were very good. They're both fairly basic lads. All of our chaps with actual abilities are still here. I might just hold on to their deaths for the time being, because we can always heal them later on. We don't have to do it straight away. And we do still have 5 peoples. So nothing too much to worry about. But yes, that's how quickly things completely fall apart with Pikes, and I must remember that. Right, off to Rasek, because we... Oh, I can't do that. You can still revisit to unlock connected islands. I've never had to do that before. Okay, we're going to go back here to simply get to the item, because items are pivotal for us going forward. So, good old Elwyn. Good old Elwyn. Do I want to do any training before I head off here? I don't think... do I? See, this is bad. There's not enough money there for it to make a difference. What I could do is do this, then do that. Maybe. You know what? Let's just go to Harsh Rock. We will go there so we can connect to the next island. Yeah, we really need to be careful here because we just got completely annihilated that time. Back we go. This is a matter of principle now. We will fight this properly this time. Right, we know they're going to jump attack us. We actually did this very well the first time. But we do need to just remember the problems. Yeah, so one of our biggest issues is our lack of maneuverability. We have all these awkward shaped islands where they're going to jump attack us, aren't they? We just need to get straight in with this charge almost immediately. So line it up now. As the boat pulls in, we're going to try and see if that's the right timing for this. Now, they didn't get a chance. Cool, that is what we need to see. So if we have the time to do that right, that's what we're going to do. We know we can hold off the brutes with these. I just need to make sure we don't get ourselves overexposed. I'm not too worried about Elwyn and Bran, but it's important that I bear in mind that if they left just the 2 of them, we're in big trouble, because they are not, you know, with Pikes, we're not flexible enough to deal with. Yeah, we're not really flexible enough to deal with too many units at once. So we'll carry on as we are for now. When we know from last time that we need to get some lads over here. Bran is obviously our strongest unit, so we're going to do that. This was the problem, wasn't it? This is where it all started to go wrong. We left someone alone to deal with the others, so we're going to send you over there, Bran, just to cover that position, presuming they're going to come in like they did last time. Now these are the axe throwers who, you see, there's just nowhere to get my line up for my charge. I might have to hold the hill here. I've already lost the house, so honestly there's no point of actually not just holding the hill. Yeah, we're alright. We are alright with that. Now, this is the one that killed us last time. This boat landing over here. Taking our time to kill these. Just going to run down here and start to flank them. Yeah, well, at least that gets the job done so I can start moving people around. What I would probably like them, you to get here, and then we can give them the old pincer. Is there anyone else coming in? You are surprisingly battered. There's nowhere to replenish. Oh gosh, that's a good point. Charge! Right, luckily, because he's... great camera work there, Thomas, by the way. Yeah, luckily he was able to deal with that without too many problems. Just get double units over here just to hold. A bit of double pikeage will suit us well. Why am I not just holding the top? I don't know, that's a good question. I think we just need to take enough initiative with the Pikes. Whilst they are defensive, we can't afford with some of these units to get too far forward with them. There's a lot of brutes here, and that's what kind of did us in last time. We didn't have enough time to recover. Pike charge and pike charge, both of you ready to go. Let's just make sure. Got nothing else to deal with. It does look like it's just them. I think we were pretty near the end last time when we fled. But I'm happy we at least managed to get 2 out. I know we had the stones, but yeah, a bit worrying. So as they land, we're going to charge straight in. Come on, boat, onto land, and straight through them. Oh yes. Okay. That went better that time. We've learned our lesson, hopefully. We gained 1 coin. Woohoo! Ding! 1 coin. Right, to Rasay then with our 1 unit. Now that's 25, that's 26, so we've kind of lost our time advantage here. But we need the item. Part of the problem we had was on such a tight island where we couldn't have the straight line to hit the pikes off. We had problems. We can do that here. We've got straight enough positioning. Not too many walls in the way. But I really, really, really want Warhammer or mines, which are good because they can buy you a bit of time, or bombs. I prefer the mines to the bombs personally, but much of a muchness really, aren't they? Let's deploy. It's the kind of flat island I don't mind so much. It's got plenty of straight routes for us. First unit's coming in, and yeah, they're going to throw their axes just on the edge of the boat there. We'll push them as they land though, so that at least largely deals them with minimal losses. This is honestly the worst place for you to land. Some double-handed swordsmen who really are quite irritating. Now, ideally, we push them into the sea because otherwise this just does push them back. It might kill them, but what it also does is stuns them and knocks them down. So we're going to be a little bit. This boat's landing just a bit earlier than I'd like them to. But we will go anyway, just as they appear. Probably as this one comes in, actually, because this one might just get drawn into those pikes. Okay, let's go. Okay, that was not quite right. You took some hefty damage there. But not the end of the world. We're going to learn our way, feel our way around those troops. Hopefully that's the hardest part done, because that little corner is a bit hellish. Unless I want to give up the house, which I don't really, unless I really have to. Oh, archers. Didn't even realise those were archers. Pull ourselves back for the moment. Okay. Straight away out of the house and you get shot. Perfect. Right, you get into position for a charge. You get into position for a charge. And you just get around there. Okay, you straight up. Just go now. That's perfect. And then we can get ourselves over here for the basic lads, who won't be a problem at all. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully not too many people come in. A couple of double-headed swords over there, which are irritating. At the end of the world. Who's got a charge? Only you. We'll bring the charge over here. Ah, they're just going to land where I don't want them to. I'm going to bring you sharp, pokey lads into that position. You into this position, and you can just go there. So as they land, you want to charge straight away. That's them dealt with. And we'll get our charge in now. Straight through the brutes, and we've left one behind, which could have been dangerous, but actually it turned out to be a forgivable sin. What are you? Normal chaps. Okay, we're in an alright position here. Archers coming in. Need someone with a charge. Who's got a pike charge? You're nearly there with a charge. We'll just get you in there, sir. Good to deal with those without too many issues. We can pin those in the corner. We'll just make sure we're back out of the way of those archers. And into position. But just about when they land, that's going to annoyingly do a tiny bit of damage to us. But we'll poke them off the cliff and give them a little stab. Anyone else? Anyone else? Can't see them yet. Okay, archers ahoy, which is annoying. Very annoying indeed. I'm a bit worried about these guys when they're low on health, but these guys are, well, these ones are open. I'm going to run you into that position. Could be dangerous for you in the short term, but you're going to have to accept it. You were the only one with a charge left. Just keep you out of the way. Just going to have to take those hits for a moment. They're taking way too much damage as I try and line them up. Oh, they don't even have the charge. No! Right. Oh, you have a charge. You have a tiny bit left. Okay, I think we've just about got them. You blow your war. Oh, there's more! I was really hoping there weren't more. And yeah, when there's a few archers, I get a bit distracted and scared. Now, we need to pull back. Let's just quickly remind ourselves, you've got a charge. You're about to get a charge. So you two, that's fine. You've replenished the house because you're just asking to be killed. And to be honest, I don't like where this one's going. We need the pike charge to come in and deliver the blows that we need. So yeah, I need to get them in here now, you in here now, and hopefully you can just distract them for a moment. And into that position. Now go. Okay, that was interesting. Put it over there. Get in there, General. We're going to lose that house, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to lose that house. Pikes are just too inflexible for this. That's annoying, but can't be helped sometimes. You're at full health, and hopefully you can just go and at least block up. You need to get out of there pronto. You've used your war horn. Oof! Get in a house. Oh, we're really struggling. We just need to pull back for a moment. You, sir, you have a pike charge, but you're so nearly dead. Get in that house. Let's just flee and just try and survive for long enough. We're going to have to give up that house while they recover. You don't have a pike either, but you do. We can't take the risk. Enough. Just keep running around until the two healthy ones are back. Right, they're back. Get the charge in. Here comes the charge. Okay, that was nearly what I wanted. Oof. Archers should not be this much of an issue. And into them. And I think that's just about it. Okay, into there. And charge. Why the archers are so terrifying? They're the most useless troops. Please give us a weapon to deal with them. I desperately want it. There were a lot of troops on the island. That was scary. And bomb! New starting item 2. Okay. I would have chosen that to start with if I had that choice. Right, we lost 2 houses. For a while that was going okay. But we had to do that. I'm glad I didn't do that with less than all my troops, because that wouldn't have gone well, would it? No, no, no. Well, you know what? I think I had enough stress for one episode. Let's have a moment or two for dear Deirdre and Slavic hero Bolga, who one day may be resurrected, but for now they have passed and they've passed away. They were, frankly, well, they weren't let down. They weren't let down like in the old end card for Bad North, but yes, one of you I let down, but I just don't know which one it was. The other one, you were too weak. The others escaped. You didn't. Too bad. Too bad for you. That's a eulogy for you, isn't it? But you might come back one day. We've got 2 good old cups there to help us out. Obviously, the problem we'll have is that we might well not get pikes when we get our next unit. So we'll have to see about that. But today, in many ways, has been successful. We finally have ourselves a bomb. So we have ourselves 1 bomb here. Brand's got up to full elite pikes, so has Elwyn. Patton over here is still alive. That's something. Drudwyn still alive. And Henwas is here, which is grand. We've got the ring of command ready to go on someone. I just have to choose who it's going to be. We'll have to decide that as we go forward. We certainly need to make use of the bomb going forward. And we can see more people and more items to come. So as we carry on moving along, we are about halfway now. And yeah, it would be probably 4 to 5 episodes, I think, this little series, assuming we make it all the way through. First episode went pretty seamlessly, didn't it? A few more problems today. But you know what? We'll leave it here, because my heart can't take anymore. So for now, I'll leave it. I'm Thomas, this is Tenos Human, and this has been our Bad North Pike Only campaign. Thank you, and goodbye. Death and violence will come to you. This is a beautiful, beautiful town, by the way, guys. Let's go and smash it up. Dum tum ti 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 ti. How did you die? What is happening to my men? Steve! He was the one man who tried!